The Republic of Korea, now as South Korea, is a sovereign country in East of Asia, located in the southern part of the Korea Peninsula. It is limited the north of the Democratic People's Republic of the Korea, with which it formed a single country until 1945. Archaeological investigation revealed that the peninsula was populated since the Lower Paleolithic. Throughout time, the history of Korea has been turbulent with numerous wars, including invasion from both China and Japan, since the establishment of the modern republic in 1948. South Korea struggled with the aftermath of early wars conflicts such as Japanese occupations as well as the Korean War and decades of authoritarian rule. While the government officially adopt a Western-style democracy since the foundation of the republic, the presidential election process suffers for irregularities. It was not until 1987 when the first four and direct elections were held, which is why since then the country has been considered a multi-party democracy. Korea is one of the oldest civilizations in the world. The earliest human remains in Korea date around 500,000 years.
Hello. Today Inglés explain about the general description of South Korea. So Korea are strongly influenced by Bush and Confucianism. Among the most developed plastic art in Korea are paint, calligraphy, and ceramic. The architecture of modern Korea can be divided into two main styles that uses in the structure of palace and temples, and that uses in the house of the common people, which present local variants. South Korea shares in the traditional culture with North Korea, but the Downs Korea developed different company for of culture, especially since the peninsula was divided in 1945. So history and the South Korea culture was being influenced by that of the neighbor closer to China, and has been possible to develop a unique culture identified different from that of world countries.
Traditional customs. South Korea is a country known for having such a special traditions and cultures that it makes you feel the importance of having a properly structured and respect community. And his typical suite is no exception. Varied in designs, but with the same style, give rise to the traditional customs of the country. The hanbok. The hanbok is a traditional South Korean custom that has been used by the population since 1970 and remains today. Scientists were this model on that special, and having it in the closet means a lot of merits. It's composed of two main pieces that are the ones that give the structure to the typical costume. It consists of blouse with white sleeves and a skirt that is much longer than the blouse. In the case of men, it's very wide trouser.
Contemporary South Korea music can be divided into three different main categories: traditional Korea folk music, popular music or K-pop, and Western influence and popular music. Food in South Korea is really delicious. Cuisine is mostly based on maize, noodles, rice, tofu, and vegetables. Traditional food normally relies on kimchi. It is a sour and spicy vegetables. This como like made of virtue.